everyone, this is the Nostalgia Critic Reviewer, the Nostalgia Berater, that joke's not working. Hello, this is the Professor. Haven't seen you guys. Actually, it's been not that long since I saw you. I was sent a PM today by A1 Michael Schomer, good guy by the way, and he pretty much pointed me to what Doug Walker has released to replace the Nostalgia Critic. And this would be a series he's calling Demo Reel. My laptop is shaking there a little bit. Don't want it to shake too much. Give people shaky cam, as it were. And I watched it. I watched all 40... Actually, no, this one was almost an hour long. All 1 hour of this shit. I watched the entire hour of his first episode of Demo Reel, which was called Dark Knight Begins Rises, or Dark Knight Begin Rises, or some shit like that. Now, to give you an idea, if you haven't actually gotten yourself to watch and see what Demo Reel is, I have a very simple question. Have you ever seen either version of the movie Be Kind, Rewind? Now, mind you, the original version is much better than the Jack Black version, just my personal opinion, as it were. But have you seen that? Because that's what Demo Reel is. The plot behind Be Kind, Rewind is, in essence, they screw up and erase all the VHSs in the store. So what they do is they go out and they make their own homemade versions of the movies and start renting them out. It causes a whole ordeal. It's a hilarious movie. Both movies are decent, but the original is better, in my opinion. So that's what this is. Instead of, well, minus the wiping out an entire stock of VHS movies in a rental store. What Doug is doing now is, in essence, making a mockumentary, if you will, of a group of 3 people who are making movies that are currently out. And if the title was correct, if I remember it correctly, it says, The Nostalgia Critic tears into some beloved and not so beloved childhood memories. So they're taking movies that have been out for a while, or new movies that are out, because, hey, he can't say that they're not new movies, well, with the first one he did, and they're doing them better than what they were. So this is a whole skit. It's a whole act. The entire thing is an act of 3 people, all with their own little fake names. I don't remember what they were. I believe Doug's character is named Donnie or some shit like that. And he's the director, producer, everything. They are going out and making movies better than they were originally created. Let me give my thoughts after watching the first episode. Now, everyone should know that my thoughts on the Nostalgia Critic for quite a while now have been horrible. I have not liked the Nostalgia Critic for quite a while. When he first came out, yes, I enjoyed his shit. And then, very quickly, his style became very, very, very dry and dull. I'm sorry, I don't find entertainment in watching 20 minutes of a guy screaming and yelling. When I watch a review, I don't want someone saying, oh, this just happened in the movie. Allow me to make a joke about it. That's not a review. A review is actually looking at what you're doing, or what you're watching, or what you're studying, what you're looking into, and actually breaking it apart and talking about the items in it, talking about the way it was done, talking about how they did it, talking about different parts of whatever subject material it is. Whether it's the game, you talk about the gameplay, the graphics, the music, that sort of item. Movies, camera angles, the actors, all this different stuff. Nostalgia Critic, for the most part, just made jokes. That's not a review, people. But I'm not talking about his Nostalgia Critic reviews today. I watched this hour-long piece of shit. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't disappointed because I didn't expect anything good to come from Doug Walker. Oh, side note, if you're a fanboy of Doug Walker, you're not going to like what I have to say. There's an X button. I think I'm pointing in the right direction. If I'm not, I look like a dumbass right now. I don't care. But there's an X button to close out of Firefox, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, whatever you're using. There's also a back button. There's a whatever button. There's a dislike button. I don't care. If you're a fan of Doug Walker and you're a fanboy of Doug Walker, you're not going to like what I have to say. Because what he made, Demo Reel, was a horrible piece of shit. Here's the thing. Be Kind Rewind, yes. When they remade the movies, they had bad acting. That was the whole joke. They were badly acted, they were badly done, they were poorly generated. I don't know if Doug is attempting to parody these parodies, or a movie that is a parody of the movie industry. I don't know if he's intending to parody Be Kind Rewind, which is just, well, ignorant to say the least. But that's what it seems, because Doug Walker and his buddies have had bad acting already. We already know that they have bad acting. But now it's just leaps and bounds above and beyond the shit that they already had before.
Really? How often?
All the time. They're everywhere. There's even one behind you.
Jesus, it's Beetlejuice.
I'm the ghost with the most, baby.
Hey, Casper!
I'm the friendliest ghost to ever!
Eat your soul.
I'm talking to you.
Oh my God, Ghost Dad.
That's right. Now, how about General?
Yeah, the acting is horrible in the movies that they're doing. But hey, I can let that slide to an extent for the sole fact that it's meant to be a joke. During the movies, during the scenes of where they actually recorded the movie, yeah, it's supposed to be a joke, so I can let it slide to an extent. I still find it kind of sad that it's even worse acting than what they portrayed in Be Kind Rewind. Kind of an overstatement. And seriously, moving on. Now, the stuff outside of that, you've got Doug's character. Well, guess what? Doug's character is the same character that Doug plays in every fucking thing he's ever played. I'm an egomaniac. I am the greatest fucking person in the world. You'll do what I say, and if you don't like it, I'll kick you in the balls and shoot you in the face because I'm God fucking Doug Walker. That's his character. His character is the same egomaniacal idiot that he always has been. He's not portraying something new. He has no depth. He has no range and the ability to portray someone. He has no ability to portray characters outside of this, which he's doing in this fucking series. Once again, surprise, surprise. Oh, we're all impressed again, Doug. But he's portraying the same thing. They've got the woman who, for the most part, just portrays a brainless idiot. Great way to portray women. Portraying her as a brainless idiot bimbo. That's all she really is. She's portrayed as a brainless idiot. And she thinks she's fantastic at everything. And yet she comes out looking dumber than she should. It's a great way to portray women. It really is. And the African American fella in there. What personality does he have? I really don't know. There really wasn't much personality. There was one scene where it came off making a joke, and I don't want to get too much into it, but a joke about whiteface, because they had him playing a character white-faced. And he came out, "Oh, is this offensive to you?" Asking the chick. "Oh no, why would that be offensive to me?" And so they make a whole joke about whiteface and racism in it. In which I did not laugh, but just to be quite honest, I didn't really laugh at the racism jokes. Yay for me. For not finding racism funny? I don't know. But so the characters, that's your characters. You got the egomaniacal maniac that Doug Walker always plays. You got the brainless bimbo played by the woman. Once again, good job. Woman's rights. Yeah, go for it. And you've got a still cardboard character. Fantastic writing we got here, Doug. I'm glad you know how to write out characters to be interesting. You're making a series. This isn't like your reviews where you're just reviewing a movie, reviewing a video. This is where you're actually trying to make a series. You got to be able to write characters to make a series. Learn to write characters. Yeah, the Nostalgia Critic. Did you really write a character for him? No, he was loud and obnoxious. Congratulations, you did it again. I'm so glad you showed depth of imagination there, Doug Walker. Now, the biggest issue that I had with this entire thing was, well, fuck, it was boring. It was boring from beginning all the way to the end. It wasn't funny. Once again, I wasn't expecting much because, well, it's coming from Doug Walker and something from that guy with the glasses. There's very few people that I actually respect on TWGT. Okay, with the glasses. Yeah, whatever it is called. But there's very few people I actually respect on that website, to tell you the truth, as entertaining and actually informative. So, I didn't expect much from it. But this was extremely boring. It was very slow-paced. It was very dry. It was very dull. The jokes were predictable, to say the least. I'm going to show you a clip here. And this is a clip during their movie, their fake movie that they're producing for Dark Knight Rises Begins, or Dark Knight Begins Rises, whatever the hell they called it. This is a clip that is the ultimate, the all-around reveal of the Batsuit. Oh, the Batsuit reveal. This goes on for way too long. And I wonder if anyone could just point out a video, and if I'm getting the reference wrong, so sue me, but if I'm getting the reference right, hey, dude, way to reference something so fucking old that it doesn't matter anymore. And it's... why? Just why?
All right, Alfred, you can turn around now. Terrifying, isn't it?
No, it's Mario. Why are you dressed like a Mario brother?
Mario scares me. It's time the rest of the world shares my fear.
Nobody's friggin' afraid of Mario. Why are you afraid of Mario?
He's an Italian plumber who steps on turtles. That's rude. And then he kicks them out of their shell, takes their home, and bludgeons them to death with it? Man's a psychotic. I don't want that person near my toilets.
Go try another costume.
Fine, fine. I'll find something else that scares me. I am a creature of the night.
Waldo? You're afraid of Waldo?
Nobody can find him. Even with his red and white striped shirt, he always appears to blend in.
Go get another one.
Okay, who was never afraid of Santa Claus?
Next.
Ooh, I'm a spooky witch.
Next.
I'm a banana.
Next.
I am Spider-Man.
Tyke.
Seriously?
Yep.
Does he wear red too?
Yep.
Oh my god. What are the odds of two guys representing a spider with the color red?
Go get another one.
I mean, seriously, red!
Look out, I'm a housing market correction. My increased foreclosure rates among homeowners will lead to a crisis in subprime loans and collateralized debt obligations.
You either go and come up with something right now, or I will stab you in the eye.
Oh gee, the only thing left is bats.
Bats. See? Now that's something scary.
Oh, come on, they're like number 50 on my scary list.
Just do it.
All right, if you think it's scary. You're absolutely sure we don't want to go with the plumber?
Right. I warned you. Right in the eye.
All right, I'll do bats.
Am I completely correct in the whole banana reference was to Onision's I'm a Banana? Because if it is, dude, seriously. I know you use old-ass jokes, but come on. Really? Really? Seriously? Come on. But that's the kind of comedy you get through out here. It's got this one scene called Supervillain Shuffle, which I'll probably just put over the screen that you can watch and see while I'm talking about it. It was one of the most inane, stupid, illogical, unfunny, dumbest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. You've got the villains and their costume, or the costumes on the characters portraying the villains from Batman, the Christopher Nolan movie, dancing in front of fucking color effects and singing a goddamn song. This is one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen. Seriously, it is. I don't know where this whole thing of Supervillain Shuffle came from, but God, it needs to be buried back where he dug it up from. It needs to be destroyed. Now, here's the thing, and here's the most impressive thing about it. I've looked through the comments, and I'm going to put a few up on the screen, but I've looked through the comments on the Blip TV account, on the Blip TV versions of this video, and wow, I am shocked. People do not like this. They really do not like this. And just to quote, and I'm not going to put the names on the screen, I'm going to cover up the names for the sake of not showing them because these are Facebook comments. The first one, and this is the first comment posted on the video, says this: Doug, stop. It's over. This garbage is over. The site's a mess. There's only a handful of you guys that make decent material. Nostalgia Critic was simply going to get less funny. You can never take constructive criticism, and your content has suffered because of it. Stop this from becoming your new direction. This is the bottom of the barrel, Doug, and this is where you will be until you figure it out. This guy pretty much states everything that needs to be said about this video, about this series. It's shit. It's a bad direction to go in. It's not going to get them anywhere, and it's just, it really is bottom of the barrel. Now, the thing is, it's not unanimous that everyone hates it because, well, we got to have a couple of Doug fanboys here, such as this guy who responded back going, "Stop being douchey." Seriously, guy, stop being douchey. Are you kidding me? Stop being douchey. The guy's not being a douche. First off, he's giving his honest thoughts behind what this is, and honest facts behind the whole website for That Guy with the Glasses and Channel Awesome. It has been going downhill. It has been going to hell. So how is he being douchey by just giving across his opinion? Okay, seriously. And then this person comes back, "Dude, really harsh. Regardless of your opinion, you don't have to be rude. There is a difference between being a critic and being a jackass. And you are sounding like a jackass. You say he doesn't know how to take constructive criticism. You don't know how to give constructive criticism. He always listens to his fans. Takes their advice. He pays close attention to the criticism." Yeah, right. "And if you don't know how to give an opinion without sounding like a prick, then just shut up." Now, at the end of it, and this is one of the things I really fucking wanted to talk about, was him saying that this is going to be a long-going series, and he wants to know what movies his fans want him to do a demo reel on. So he said, put it in the comments on what you want to be done. And like this guy comes back saying, "The Room, because let's face it, you can make it better or worse. Either way, you'll piss off Tommy Wiseau, which will be hilarious, which will be pointless, which will be stupid, for the sole fact that you, Mitchell, you know that Tommy Wiseau is a guy who already got dug into a little bit of hot water for his review of The Room, which was covered by, it was covered under the law of fair use. But now you want him to make a parody of The Room, making fun of it even more, despite the fact that Tommy Wiseau doesn't give two shits about fair use. You're one of the dumbest fans I've ever seen in my life for the sole fact that you're literally asking him to shoot himself in the foot even more than he already has by making Demerol in the first place. And really, what's the point in making fun of The Room even more? It's already been made fun of to death by everyone and their mother. Oh, here's one from a Kieran who I really, if I met this person, I would be very tempted to slap them for even saying this. I'd like to see a Demerol version of the Terminator films. Okay, let me be very fucking clear with you. The first two, Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, Judgment Day, were fan-fucking-tastic movies. They were awesome. There's no way getting around that. They were some of the greatest movies ever made. Going widely considered by critics, Terminator 2 being by far one of, if not the greatest action movie ever made. And you want Doug Walker to go in and spit on this movie, take it and turn it into this 40-minute pile of shit that he's creating for you idiots to watch. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? This series is a mockery. It's pathetic. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen online. It really is. I have not seen a series this downright fucking bad in a very long time. This is take the fucking cake. And I apologize if this has gone on for a little while now, but hey, you nostalgic critic fans, you Doug fans just sat through 40 minutes of total bullshit, so I think you can sit through me talking about my thoughts and my opinions on this entire series so far. Now, he also said that there was going to be some other stuff that they're going to be doing on That Guy with the Glasses. They're going to be expanding outside of the realm of reviews. They're going to be creating game shows and chat shows. In essence, Doug Walker wants That Guy with the Glasses and Channel Awesome to be a network, a television network. He wants to create these shows like this. He wants to create game shows. Oh, wow. That Guy with the Glasses Jeopardy. Let's talk about first question. The $100 question: how bad is Angry Joe? Or why is Angry Joe so bad? The answer is, what is a shitty reviewer? That's kind of shit. He wants to have chat shows. What the fuck? Does he think he's David Letterman? Does he think he's Jimmy Fallon? Jay Leno? Because that's the kind of shit he wants to do on here. Really? Doug, you ain't got the talent for a talk show. You don't have the talent for a chat show of this style. Really? What are you going to do? You're going to have Link Carr sitting over the corner laughing at everything you say because, by God, he's an idiot and he probably would. Are you just going to invite a random fantar to come into your studio audience and laugh at every joke you make? I just don't understand. I just don't understand. How can he think? He's a cut rate production guy. Doug Walker's cut rate production. He really is. Most reviewers on the internet are cut rate production, for the most part. And he thinks he can go this far? Literally make a television network on the internet? Because that's what I'm seeing he's trying to do. Make a television network on the internet. It's not going to work, bro. Well, actually, it probably will, because you've got your fan nuts who will go after everything you do. And even, regardless of how bad this episode was, and the episodes that are going to come after it, your fans are going to start coming into it and start getting into it because, oh, it has Doug Walker's face on it, so we're going to love it. That's how this shit works. That's how it works with these people. Really, it does. Why do you think people backed Mike Matei for so long on James Nintendo Nerds channel? Because they're fanboys of that channel. They'll back whoever the fuck is on it. I could probably go on it, be as pissy as the others, and they would be like, oh my God, he's on the James Nintendo Nerd channel. I love it. This was majestic. I just don't understand this shit. I really don't. But overall, Demo Reel was pathetic. It was horrible. It really was. There's no way getting around it. This is one of the worst productions I have seen on the internet in a very fucking long time. I've watched a lot of shit on the internet. I really have. I've watched a lot of fan series. I've watched a lot of reviewers. I've watched a lot of shit. And this is one of the worst. Now, to close off, I found 2 comments left on part 2 of this thing the funniest overall. These are 2 of the funniest things I've seen all day long, and by God, it made my day. In other words, let me just be very specific with this. This is one that was requested, another demo reel that was requested to be created by one of Doug's fans. And I'm going to assume he's a fanboy, and this person shows the epitome of fanboy right here. Not because of his comment, but you'll see in a minute. This guy, Josh, he says, Back to the Future, you guys can make it happen! Once again, don't fucking touch it. The Back to the Future movies are classic. But the comment that is in response to it is fucking awesome. This truly shows the epitome of fanboyism for Doug Walker. From a Melissa. So, you can't talk to your girlfriend? You post this 29 minutes ago. I've been on here since 5. Yeah, I am kind of mad. Am I reading this correctly? Did this guy tell his girlfriend, oh honey, I can't talk to you right now. I'm a little busy. Because he was watching a video by Doug Walker and just had to let his fanboy juices out by commenting on there. Don't do the Back to the Future movies. You're a fucking genius, Doug Walker. Oh, I'm typing on the computer. Oh shit. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm typing on the computer. Oh, I told my girlfriend I can't talk right now. I gotta watch the Doug Walker video. This is the epitome of being a fanboy when Doug Walker, your internet idol, becomes more important than making sure your girlfriend will climb in bed with you. shit. Oh. What is there left to say? I got a chance to make fun of fanboys and talk about how bad I think Doug Walker is and Demo Reel. How bad I think they both are. What else is left to say? Just a volatile reaction to that. Just as much of a volatile reaction to that when I was at work today. That's what I am right now. People give me weird looks, and why are you? I'm just like, don't worry about it. This is. It's just a really funny comment I just read on a. It's just a funny comment that I just read online. Just don't worry about it. Okay. So everyone, that's my thoughts on Demeril. It's shit. Although I can thank Doug for making this for one reason. We had the model image for Fanboy. Screw my girlfriend. I don't want to have sex tonight. I gotta watch Doug Walker. This is the professor. And I bid you all a very fine adieu. Just as a side note, because I just now noticed this while trying to download the video, this is the video I watched on YouTube. This is where I watched it. I'll put the link in the description. But I watched it here because my phone is not very good at playing Blip TV videos. And I left a comment on here giving my honest opinion behind why I didn't like this and what I thought of it. And lo and behold, my comment was removed. And, oh look, I've been blocked from their channel. So, Mr. Mo Cyber Tenebras, whatever the fuck your name is, and congrats on being another Nostalgia Critic fanboy, another Doug Walker fanboy who can't take it when someone dares to say something bad about your little internet god personality guy thing. Oh no, he didn't like what the Doug Walker put out. I better block and make sure the people can't see his comment because he's a faggot for not liking Doug. Link is in the description, people. Just want to put that in there as a side note right here at the end.